Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Oh my gosh. Well, that may be great. Can you hear me? Oh, you can hear me. Hi, Jesse. Can you hear me? I can't hear me. Okay. So I can't hear me, but I see that my mic is working on my sound. So if you can hear me, that's the important part. You can see me on my laptop and you can hear me on my phone. Hey, Stitching Hearts by Shantae. That, uh, Glad you can make it in. And Cheryl Green. Hey, Dance. So welcome in, everybody. I'm going to scroll up to the top. I said hello to Ruji. She'll be working in the bushes. Creative Art by LT. Thank you for being here and moderating. I know you're at work, so I know that you'll just be in and out. DB, hello. You're also in the bushes. Nikki A. Hey, Beverly. Robin's Creations. D. Smith. Cheryl Green, as I said. Jesse. D. D. Smith. Okay. Who else came in? Okay. I know I've been MIA. Hi, Bedazzling Designs. I've been going through some health issues for the last couple of weeks, and I'm feeling okay today, and prayed that I can go ahead and go live. And because I have this project, and then of course my sewing machine was acting up, but it's all like silly little stuff. Like I figured out it was my bobbin. I'm not dyslexic, but I've noticed that I have times that I am. And so, when you put your bobbin in, they say to to have it like the P. Here's your thread. Here's the bobbin. Well, I did have it as a P. It was just a P this way. And so I'm like, oh my goodness. And just now I was thinking, oh, the sound, the reason why it's not working is because I turned the volume off on my phone because I'm just getting tired of, I don't know how to use this new phone yet. And I just get tired of all these calls that are coming through and I can't see who it is because it's not connecting with my contacts. So anyway, if you call me, please leave a message, tell me your name so I can like connect that. Um, and my messages, even though I've programmed all of my contacts for the bling, what I call bling sisters. There's some bling brothers in there too, but I've added those in, and then I got a phone call and a text message from one of my moderators and a really good friend, and it came up just with a state. It didn't come up with her name or anything, and I was just like, So anyway, so I'm still dealing with that as well as everything else. And I figured out the sewing problem. And this project today and is so cute. It's it's a like the pen holders that I've been making like for the notebook things, except for it goes on a lanyard. And then the other side, it'll hold your um readers. And so this I kind of just did I did it last night and with my bobbin all messed up. So, um, so I didn't finish it, because I have to turn it back inside out. Hi, Geneva, and then restitch it and trim my corners. So I'll do that, but I'll go ahead and get started on the one that and I didn't get it put into the chat. I mean, in the description. So I'll read off to you what you need, and I'll add it in. I'll add it in after the show is over. So you'll need 2 pieces of 12 by 3.5, and this is actually going to be your pocket. I cut them out because I wanted them to be my back, but then it turns out that I actually wanted the pocket. I actually wanted that to be the pocket because this I wanted to be the back, but it looks better as the pocket because you only see this much of the other piece. So you need 2 strips of this 12 by 3.5 inches wide, and this is going to be your pocket. And then you need 2 8-inch by 3.5 inch wide, and it's going to be your front and your back. Then you'll need fusible interfacing, and you'll need 2 pieces of 8 by 3.5 and 2 pieces of 6 by 3.5. And then you just fuse those on there. And then you'll line it up like this. I have this part ready to go. I still have to do this part. So I wanted something to do during the show. Hey, Making Mirror with Marilyn. Thank you for coming in. And I wanted to say, I want to thank everybody for coming here and watching live. Appreciate those that are in the bushes. I know some of you are at work and have to sneak in. Hey, Letty Bear, in the bushes. Don't worry, I won't spray you. um, and then I wanted to, I think I already said, but I thank my moderators for being here. And then also, please remember to give the thumbs up and like the video. And then I also like to thank all those that come in and watch the replay. I know 11:45 Central is not a good time for everybody, but it was a place for me to fit into the YouTube streets. And I do get Lunch Crowd. I do have international subscribers, so they're already in their evening where they live. They're on Thursday evening over there. And so anyway, when you're watching the replay, please remember to give the thumbs up on the video. It's okay. It's free. Hey, Danny. So the other things that you need, let me turn on my iron because I have to press this. And I just use a regular household iron. The fusing that I use for this, it's the Pellon 808 Craft fusible interfacing, and it's a good weight for this. And I've this is not necessary, but it's good to have butterfly bandages. Even though I always snap this closed. I mean, sometimes while I'm using it because the button is right here, and but I had it open and it was laying on there because my fabric had just shifted. and my finger just touched the blade. I mean, it just touched it. And so anyway, butterfly bandages are good to have handy. And um, and then what else you would need would be 2 inches of ribbon to make your loop, or you can go ahead and it doesn't really matter what size. You can also make one with a scrap piece of fabric, and in in all the rooms. I'm generally careful because I worked in pathology, so I was around scalpels and stuff like that all the time, and mindful of their presence and my fingers' presence. So I'm pretty good about avoiding sharp objects, but that just I don't know. It was just in the right place. The other thing that you need would be like this is a key ring, or I forgot what the other name is. Oh, they're called um split rings. And they're this week is the week that Hobby Lobby has all their jewelry fixins half price, so they would be half price right now. And then next week would be the fabric sale, which no longer is half price but 40% off. Oh, you did it with the sewing machine. There's ways to keep your fingers out of that sewing machine. So I was going to make a. I was going to cut a strip and make a lanyard thing. Um, Otherwise, I do have. I just picked up some. Oh, and I'm wearing Marilyn's design "Just Breathe" today because that is what I need to do. Is just breathe. There's so many themes going on. I do have purple ribbon now. I'm getting ready to make um my great granddaughter that's going to be born in October. Going to make her a sensory toy, but I'm going to do that live so you all can watch. Should have worn what today, Lady Bear? Okay, so oh, and this is how I keep these little things. Keep the bobbin, keep the bobbin with the spool of thread, and keep. Okay. Oh, you're just breathe. Okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure what I was going to wear today, but then as I'm like, I needed to add things to the description in the video, and it just would not let me edit. It just would not let me move the StreamYard thing down so I can add my stuff in there. And then it occurred to me, I didn't press the edit button. Silly little stuff like that. Hey, Cheryl H. So I didn't have time. My hair is still wet. I washed it today. So you get to see, my natural little waves. If I had it short layers, it'd be curly. Like y'all saw that picture the other day or a couple weeks ago when my hair was shorter and curlier. Okay, so I'm attaching the interfacing to the pocket. Okay. What are those bobbins for? Um, I have a Janome sewing machine. I think they might be the same for, I don't know. I don't know if they're the same for my embroidery machine. I keep them separate. Okay. Oh, so then the next step that you do after you get this done is you're going to just top stitch the top of the pocket. Is Wednesday and still getting slight. uh, Oh my goodness. Hey, Lisa Bell. Thank you for coming in. Okay. Okay, Cheryl. Thank you for coming in. And I did see your patches that you made with your new programs. They looked really good. Okay. So let's see if you can. So I'm just going to do a top stitch here. It's on the top stitch. I need some light. Oh, this sewing machine that I have, it's a craft sewing machine. It doesn't have a light on here. And I saw a strip of lighting that you can add to any sewing machine here, kind of like those Vegas light things. And so it's like, I got to check on that. Hey, Lakeisha, um, I'm going to check on that because, uh, but like, I'm waiting. I applied for Amazon Flex so I can go make some deliveries and make some money. But I'm on the wait list, which I didn't expect that to happen. But anyway, so I'm researching for other delivery jobs. I can't deliver cooked food because of my food allergies. I can't have it in the car. So, but I can deliver groceries. I gotta do something. All right, so this is just a top stitch, so you don't really need to do a back stitch on that because the ends are going to get captured when you do the seams. Oh, and the seam looks so much better than the ones last night. Sorry, my hair sheds so much. Okay, and I already did the top stitch on this one. Okay, so then what we're going to do is we're going to line up our pockets, and so this is the interfacing side goes on top of this side. So this is the front of your pocket on one of the sides. And then let me check and make sure. Because I pulled at 4 o'clock. I stayed up till 4 a.m. But somewhere along the line I did fall asleep. And I woke up at the computer and then finished what I was doing and then then got in bed. So I don't like all these sort of things. Okay, so this is the back of my other pocket and then here. So make sure that these are even. And, and then this is oh, you know what I forgot to do? Thank goodness my brain engaged. I think I'm gonna go ahead and use this. I was gonna make a matching um just breathe, just breathe. Don't come at me. All right. What did I say I needed? 2 inches? 2 inches. Okay. I got my big old ruler here, but it's got 2 inches on it. Can't see the chat. So then you're gonna take your strip and then just fold it in half. You're actually going to take this and you're just going to fold that in half and give it a pinch so you can see where your middle is, and then put the just put the ribbon or whatever you're going to use up there, and you want it to just go above so that you can make sure that you catch that in when you're sewing your seam. So I'm just going to pin that right there. Where can you find the instructions for this one? The lanyard thing, I'll put it in the chat, honey. I mean, not in the chat, I'll put it in the description. Okay, so you have 4 layers. You have the back and the pocket that goes on the back, and then you have the front and the pocket that goes on the front, and they're all facing each other. And they all have interfacing. That's very thick sandwich. So, and I just use the clips. I still have these big chunky things from Dollar Tree, but I'm grateful for those. Now see, they weren't matched up. Okay, now they are. Okay, and then, so we're using yes, that is what I'm gearing my sewing projects for, is that I do at the 11:45 Central time zone is beginner friendly. Um, what I do, which I will be doing, I'm kind of sure that I'm going to be doing the um, an episode of the Night Owl Crafting um, on this coming Monday because I have projects that I need to make for a baby shower that's coming up, and I need to get those done. And I figured I'll do them. I'll do them on that show, and it is not going to be a 7.5 hour long show. And but that will be my more, you know, experience. I mean, this Monday, and it's still easy, and it's called quilting, but it's not a complicated kind of quilting. But anyway, it's a uh, uh, gosh, I always forget what it's called. Um, sensory. I'm gonna make some sensory toys. So, and I think I'm gonna be using StreamYard for that. I mean, not StreamYard, Restream for that. Because when you're using the free version of StreamYard, you only get 20 hours. And that 7.5 hour that 7.5 hour video knocked me out of my free zone of StreamYard. So I was like, oh, I can do the Night Owl Crafting um, on with the Restream free version and save this one for this time zone or this channel. And then, I mean, it's all the same channel, but I mean, this show and then the Patch Hat Crew on Thursday's show. So anyway, all right. So I am starting. I can't see when I do that. So I'm starting. I'm starting. Hmm, I'm starting down here, and I'm going to go all the way around and stop over here because since this is so many layers and the interfacing, it was a little difficult to turn, and I had to make a bigger opening because I'm always leaving a small opening, and I need a bigger opening for this project here. And so it was doable. It was just I'm being mindful today to make a bigger opening. Hey up, Designs. My apologies at work. We'll catch the replay. I'm here for a few on lunch. Okay, enjoy your lunch. And thank you for coming back and watching be sure to like the video. All right, so it's 1/4 inch seam. Here we go. This time we are back stitching. Woo! Okay, I'm coming up on the ribbon, so I'm going to be doing back stitching a couple times over there because this is going to be the weight of the, like your pen and your glasses will be, you want to make sure that the ribbon stays in there. Hey, Rougie. Okay, still in the bushes. Thanks for checking in and letting us know you're okay in the bushes. Okay. Let's trim up these. Okay. So then I'm going to trim these corners. I'm going to trim this a bit here and not cutting into the seam. I'm kind of um, rounding them instead of diagonal. Okay. I'm going to take away some of this bulk. Except for where my opening is. I'm leaving that alone. I need all of that. Okay. Okay. Hey, Shay. How are you? Okay, then we're, oh, you know what? So when you're getting ready to turn this inside out, you have all these layers. So um and they're not stitched together. And so you just need to be mindful of what they are. So here's the back, here's my pocket for the back, and there's the top part of the pocket for the back. Okay. So now I have 3 layers here. See, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3 layers here and 3 layers here. Now I can find that corner. So I'm just digging in here to get this corner and push that through. Hey, Mary Brown, thank you for coming in. Yeah, something doesn't look right. Okay, there we go. And of course, be cute to like embroider um, monogram or something like that. But you would do that before you would stitch it together, of course, and um, and just know which part of the pocket you're going to do. That would be something to work on um, for a future project. Sorry. StreamYard went and did some changes again. Okay, so I did. So it's been 2 weeks since I've done a live. I've done the Patch Hat crew though, but that wasn't in my StreamYard. So when I got into StreamYard today, and even though I had this set up and was going to go live last Wednesday, and then it's like, my body said, no, you're not. You need more rest. And so so it's been set up, and but everything that I had saved in it was gone. Settings had changed. They had like I set it up for subscriber mode, and I just do 5 minutes, but that was gone. They took that out. They took off my subscriber mode, and it you only have like an hour, or oh no, it was 1 day or two, and I'm like, but then when I got into um another part of it through YouTube, then I was able to set up subscriber mode for 5 minutes. Um, so I'm just working my corner here, and I'm using a bone folder. I'm pulling up these. I'm pushing through. You don't want anything real sharp, but you do want something that's going to um, push these out. And I just feel like if I do end up poking through the hole, I'll just resew it. I don't let things like that bother me. But I do want to make sure that I'm not going to be weakening the seam for the customer. And also, so this is 3.5 inches wide, and these are my readers, which I wear if I'm wearing my contacts. But I don't need to wear anything for just here. But anyhow, so you might, if you have like bigger glasses or bigger weed readers, um, you would adjust the pattern, make it wider. Um, I'll give you the finished size of this is 7.5 inches tall by 3 inches wide. I'm still working on getting this through. So let me just push that all inside and then work it out. Like I said, there's 4 layers of interfacing here. and I have arthritis in my thumbs. So for you youngins that don't have arthritis, you would have been done by now. But I just loved how it turned out. I was excited about it, and it was like so easy to so easy to do as long as you know the measurements. So once again, and I'll put it in the description, but for those of you that are just coming in, um, or haven't weren't here when I gave the things, you need two pieces of fabric that are 12 inches long by 3.5 inches wide, and that is for your pocket. So that's what's going to be shown the most. So this piece here is 12 by 3.5, and it's folded in half. Then for the back and the front, you need two pieces of 8 inches long by 3.5, and that's the back. Then you need 2 inches of um, whatever you're going to use for the strap for this piece. I'm using, this is grosgrain ribbon, or you can take fabric and make um, a little tab with the end result being 2 inches. Then you need a split ring. Oh, yeah, yeah. You need a pattern. Um, you can make a pattern. Just cut paper that's 12 inches by 3.5. So see this side, I don't know if you could see. So this side, it's only two layers and two layers of interfacing. So this one was much easier to get a nice corner there. There's my tab. So then we're just going to straighten this out. I'm going to stick this in and go push out the edges. Um, get those pushed out so that they'll press really good, nicely. Still need to push out this corner here. I know why that's not going to push out, because I ran to the edge instead of making a nice sharp corner. I'm sorry. Hey Jennifer, welcome in. Okay. And you can make a lanyard. That might be another day. Um, since I'm not in the lanyard wearing workforce anymore, I I didn't have any, but I do go to events. I mean, the ones that I had the company's name on it. So um, I I got this other lanyard from an event I went to, the string one, and then Then you don't want it to, so I kind of just tied it to make it a little shorter because you really don't want this like dangling too far, too low. Because if you're in the workforce, you probably have a your ID badge attached to it too. All right, so here's what I have. This is top stitched along here, and now I'm just going to press that, put a D ring on it. I mean a split ring. Find my slipper. Oh my gosh, my hair. Hmm. That looks really good. So these split rings that I found at Hobby Lobby when they were 50% off, which they're 50% off this week. They're the 24 millimeter split ring. Thought those would be a good size. They work. And I kind of think that you can go ahead and put that on the ring, on the ribbon before you sew it, but I didn't want to. Uh, I didn't want to test that out live. It's not. It's not so hard to like stick it on there. I just can't see. So this particular ribbon is 7/8 wide. I would have. Okay. So it's 7/8 wide, and I personally wouldn't use it again for this project because see it helps. It's fine, just my personal preference. Hey, Faker McFay. Um, this one is 5/8, and see it's it doesn't pucker on there, and so personal preference, I would stick with 5/8 or smaller. So maybe not a 1/4 inch. But anyway, so then now I would do an 1/8 inch top stitch going around to seal this closed. How's your new shift going, Faker McFake? Thank you, Demps. Hi, Diane. Where did Demps go? How is the sound? I just noticed that my phone is right right behind my sewing machine, and the phone is my sound. So was that okay, or should I have moved it further away? Um, I'm just playing with my seams. Okay. Yeah, I was thinking about because I do have the noise cancellation on, so I think you might not have heard the sewing machine. So I'm smoothing out I can feel like not lumps but ripples in here. So I'm just smoothing that out before I seal it closed. I like it. I like it. I do wear I call myself the latch. What do they call it? Oh, that what was that like the 80s kids, the latchkey kid? No, I don't know. I was a stay-at-home mom when my kids were. Um, but anyway, so my keys are on a lanyard, and and so I add this in there, and my great granddaughter added a little Nemo stuffy to it. It's just a small one, but it's good. When I feel anxiety, I just hang on to it. So it works. Okay, so let me get a sip of my protein shake. Okay. All right. So I'm doing a top stitch all around, capturing the edge. And I'm going to do back stitch. Yeah, yeah. I feel like a latchkey Gigi because I wear my key on the lanyard, my car key, my house key. My family doesn't have to carry keys because they're all keyless. Hi, Jennifer. Okay. Well, I always say my stitching, my stitching isn't going to pass any sobriety sobriety test. Woo. Okay, I see I'm still having trouble here. So I'll be taking this out and redoing it. So I do have the bobbin in correctly, but anyway, but let's test it out. So this is just one of those cords with the little thing like this. And um so you put your pen on one side and then your readers in the other side. You could, I know at the hospital it's like, oh, you got a pen, and then they use your pen and then they don't give it back to you. And so I would probably wear it like this, where my reading glasses are showing and they don't see my readers. But I wish I had this when I was working at the hospital because I would always wear my readers here and then it kind of like stretches that. Okay, up designs. So see, this is a good length right here because then it's right there. Grab your glasses, you know, and and this would also be good for you, like um, for those that doing embroidery. Keep your embroidery scissors here. I know you might have like a pouch that attaches to your machine or something like that for your multi needle users or whatever. Okay, so anyway, all right. I guess I have some investigation still to go with this skip and stitch stuff going on. But other than that, cause see, I didn't top stitch this, but it is still open here. I didn't top stitch this, and it looks good. I would probably just hand stitch this closed for now because with my until I figure out what's going on, I'm going to take that out um because I can't have it like that. If anybody has any ideas what could be going on, um what would be causing skip stitches, let me know. Let me know in the chat. Because I need to be great again. Oh, so we've been so an hour. That wasn't bad. Um, but yeah, I love it. I wish that I had it when I was working because I would wear my contacts and then but then when I had to work, which corrected my long vision, I can see far away, but then if I needed to work on the computer, I had to wear readers. Or if I had to read documents, I had to wear readers because then um, it was too, I don't know, it's hard to explain. I'm nearsighted. So anyhow, but now retired, I don't need to wear anything. Unless I wear contacts, then I have to wear my readers. But anyhow, so this I like this. It's cute. Um, and I'll be making so I have three great grandchildren. I have two more on the way. And so the one that is due in October, November, I asked her color. She's having a girl. The other one doesn't know what she's having yet. And so she says, "Oh, I'm going with pinks and purples and teals." I go, "Perfect. I have exactly the color." And so I'll be making this and then using all of these colors for a sensory toy. And I picked up all the ribbon and rickrack and stuff like that. So be looking for that in an upcoming video. And like I said, I'll probably do that Monday night. Well, I'll be doing a night owl crafting on I'm hoping Monday if this machine will act right because I can't be giving a baby a toy with stitches that are dropping because they'll be pulling and tugging and it's supposed to be made to last. But anyway, so I know it's like late a night owl crafting isn't for everybody, but you can come back during the day and watch the replay or when it's convenient for you. But it's just fun. And I have a lot of West Coast and mountain. Um, uh, and then, like I said, I have Australia and the UK. And so they're, and Korea. So they're already, they're already Thursday over there. So, okay, Faker McFake. All right, so I just thank you. So the design on my hat, Diane, this is from My File Addiction, and so this is Labrador, and then these are all neon. But this was my. I have a dress that says birthday girl, and it has the same butterfly. And little did I know that's the only design I needed was the birthday design because the butterfly is exactly the same. So you can get two designs for one price if you just get the birthday design with the butterfly. But anyway, so this was like this was the first hat that I made with, and I used a cricket hat press. And then you might know this is Marilyn's design, Just Breathe, because I was struggling with my phone, I mean with my sewing machine and stuff, and I thought I had it fixed. But anyway, so I just needed to remind myself, just breathe. So thank you, Jesse. And thank you, everybody, for being here. Thanks again, my moderators. Please hit the thumbs up. And if you're coming back and watching the replay, make sure you leave a comment below and hit the like button. Thank you so much. And we'll see you again. So the Patch Hat Crew is coming live tomorrow night. And then keep your notifications on. Watch for the time. So I'll be coming on after Miss Joy on Monday for the night owl crafting with Gale Designs. So it's fun. I like it, and I am a night owl, so it's just perfect. I'm crafting anyway, so why not just turn on the camera? So, all right, everybody. Thank you for being here. I love you. and have a blessed day.